Ranjan Jayawardana. He's also not affiliated to any institute. Factors affecting to distract the university students' education in Sri Lanka. It's very important. Right.
Mr. Chair, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I'm Ranjan Jayawardana, presenting you factors affecting to distract the university students' education in Sri Lanka. My presentation will follow the following sequence: introduction, theoretical background, statement of the problem, methodology, problems encountered by students, studies conducted in other universities, effort by Sri Lankan government to mitigate students' problems, creation of students' unrest, students' alternatives and options, effect to environment and public, and finally the recommendations. According to the Department of Census and Statistics of Sri Lanka, there will be approximately 4,500,000 students enjoying the free education in Sri Lanka at any given time. Government provides this education in Sri Lanka with over 10,600 government schools, and out of above, there will be about 250,000 students sits for GC advanced level examination every year, whereas the output will be 20,000 or more than that students will be qualified to enter the universities, and there are 15 state universities and 3 campuses in Sri Lanka. According to the UNICEF data of 2008, Sri Lanka has an adult literacy of 92%, and youth literacy is in between 97 to 99%. The reason for this achievement is the Sri Lanka is the only country which in the globe which provides free education, free reading materials, free uniforms, and a reasonable day meal to all the students studying up to the A level. The population of Sri Lanka in 2012 was 20,328,000, and the students that for GC A level was the number of students up to GC A level was 4,186,000. That means more than 20% are students in Sri Lanka. Students with higher Z score, IQ level, moral and subject knowledge are being admitted to university. All these students enlist to the university with a positive mind of completing the studies within a stipulated period with flying colors. Once admitted to the university, some attains unionized activities rather than attending the zenith of their education. The activities performed by these misled students disturb the other students who really want to accomplish their education, and it degrades the economy, good name, and the development of the country. The aim of this research is to examine the actual facts which change the behavior of university students and to give possible solutions to end this issue. It was hypothesized that internal, external, and influential factors affect the behavior of the university students. The study was focused on the university students of UGC approved universities in the year 2014. Researchers randomly selected 25 students from Colombo Centered Universities and 25 from rural universities. Data were collected by disseminating a questionnaire, and 2 weeks was given to respond. Data was analyzed manually, and the limitations were, out of 50 questionnaires given, only 38 responded. Students entering university are of different cultural, economic, and social background. They possess a common vision of a respectable degree within a stipulated time period and an elevated lifestyle after their graduation. Since the day of admittance, many of the students from the rural and lower income families faces many difficulties in their university life. For this study, the difficulties are categorized into 3 factors. The first one is the internal, second one external, and the third one influential factor. Internal factors: language barrier, inferior personality, lack of vision, depression, homesickness, poor time management, and social status associated with depressed socio-economic background was identified. External factors: the food, clothing, and shelter given to the university, available for the university students. And the influential factor is the main cause: the new society, subgroups, and the culture students get into political affiliations and the teaching, uncertainty of their future, influence from the senior students, and the fear and the obligations. Those things have been identified as influential factors. Various countries also have conducted studies to find out deriving issues of students. Some issues faced by those students are very much similar to ours, and some are different. The non-similar factors are due to cultural indifferences and the education system. Factors like alcoholism, relationships, partying, eating disorders, sexual assaults, childhood issues and cultural bond, choosing a major, job, lack of exercise and sleep disorders are education bound. Many universities in the foreign soil provide university education on payment, and students have an obligation to their education as it's been on their cost. To cushion internal and external factors, authorities have made efforts which students accept at the beginning but challenge the same at a later stage. Mahapola and endowed scholarships, bursary loans, subsidized meals, accommodations and leadership training are the key elements focused by the government at present. Mahapola scholarship is awarded to more than 10,000 students annually, and it is more than 50% of university intake. Unfortunately, respective authorities have less aware of the influential factor, thus have paid little attention to cater this issue other than introducing the leadership training. The present leadership training have somewhat leveled the internal, external and influential factors, but has not leveled the entire factors which affect the students' mental shift. Even with the attempts of authorities to reduce students' difficulties, the unrest increased day by day with violent behavior. Establish order, compel for actions in means of legal or administrative. Students' Union declare these actions as students' human rights violations. Students' Human Rights Report 2013 states there have been 524 cancellation of classes, 104 external disciplinary inquiries, 67 Mahapola cancellations, and 104 lawsuits and 44 imprisonments of students in the past years. Internal, external, and influential factors change to students' behavior. This transformation is being strategically used by certain students, organizations, to take undue advantages in their favor. The Sri Lankan university culture is to seek the possibility of winning the rights to unionize actions. This culture is always blessed by many students' movements. This is my model, admission to the university, then how the internal factors affect the student to change their behavior, and the government effect in the blue color one on the left corner, the government effect to support the students by way of providing accommodations, students' loans and grants. And it changes the students' behavior to a correct path, but with the external factors and the influential factors, again, it changed the students' behavior, where a sovereign outcome is always coming out, something like which depicts in this photograph, and the government reactions, such as shutdown of universities' students' rights violations, it changed the behavior of the students once again. University is supposed to be a knowledge development agency, enhancing the intellectual abilities of students. Some public view universities in Sri Lanka as cost centers up to a certain extent, and a place which gather GCE A-level top rankers under one umbrella, create unrest among them, and generate social, economic and political turbulences. The public view that university study is not job focused. It accumulates non-job focused graduates inventory. University students demand for their rights. Students are being provoked by the reactions of the authorities. Shutdown of universities disturb the studious and motivated students. Publicity by media depicts a wrong interpretation internationally. Creation of students heroes in the universities with blind followers. So the researcher recommends the following to end up the students' unrest. Improve the quality of the education with latest technological aids, provide a job-oriented university education, give an industry exposure to the best possible level, students to be provided with bank loans with lower interest rates, and these bank loans shall be recovered once the students are passed out from their universities, must introduce effective students counseling system. The introducing of a proper system to identify students who need counseling, create a friendly relationship between students and the lecturers, and to have a student-lecturer union for more interactive sessions. The leadership training shall be include much of soft skills development to the students. Mahapolo and bursary must be paid at the time of enrollment because it takes much time. Must introduce a forum to project students' problems and provide efficient and effective solutions to students' vital problems as soon as possible. So, ladies and gentlemen, these are my recommendations. Thank you for your patience. Thank you.
Thank you for your presentation. I want to